Hi, if you're thinking about living in your car or traveling in your car and car camping as a single female or anyone for that matter, I'm going to give you 10 safety tips for living in your car. So, the number one is act as if. So, wherever you're headed, wherever you're going, whenever you get out of your car, if you're at a new place, new space, just act like you know what you're doing, you know where you are, and you're super confident about your surroundings, and try not to make too much eye contact with people. You can acknowledge, but try not to engage in conversation. You don't want people to know that you're traveling alone, and that is number one. So number two is know where your keys are. So this is a big thing for me because I've locked myself out of the car before, not on the road trip because I've been really safe about it. I have several keys, so I keep a car key in the car at all times, just in case I was to lock myself out or lose my keys. If I'm at the beach or something, I can have a locksmith break me in, and I'll have a key to the ignition of the car. I didn't lose that. And I only have one of them, so I always just keep it in the car. That's a separate key. Then my key that has what opens and closes the car, right? The alarm set. I have two of these, and I keep one of them connected to my belt buckle. If I'm wearing jeans or something, I clip it to my belt, and I think I have it here to show you. But I just always have it. So that way, if I get out and I'm just walking around the car, even if you just have it in your hand, just make sure that you have it, because you don't want to lock yourself out when you're out in the middle of nowhere, or it's like locking yourself out of your house and no one has a spare key. So just make sure that even if you're just walking around your car to get in the other side of the door and you press to unlock, that you have some sort of key to get you back in, just in case you didn't press that unlock and you pressed locked on accident. Number three, make sure your cell phone is always charged. So I've run into this issue. My cell phone was smoking at the connector, like where you put the charger in. I don't know what was going on. Maybe I was just using the charger too much. It's an old phone. I should just replace it. But I'm on the road. So I have a couple of backups. I have a wireless charger. So that's what I've been using, is just putting the wireless charger on there instead of using the connector. But always have a backup charger, some portable chargers, so you can make a phone call if you needed to. So number four, when you're looking for a place to park and sleep for the night, be discreet. Don't jump around. Don't drive around too much in the same area, because you don't want to look suspicious. You don't want to get pulled over. Like, why are you driving around here? So I've been guilty of driving around too much because I'm looking for that perfect spot to sleep. But you just want to make sure that you're not cruising around in the same neighborhood for too long. Number five, sleep in a well-lit area. So when I'm looking for places to park, if I'm traveling, like I traveled across the country and I'm on the highway, I don't normally sleep in big cities because I don't know the areas. Sometimes I'll pull over. Like I remember when I was in Albuquerque, I pulled over off the highway. Well, it's not really that safe of an area. And I feel safer at truck stops and areas where everyone is traveling and everyone's on the same mission, and there's bright lights. It's open 24 hours, and I feel safe and secure in those areas. So same thing, if you're in a neighborhood and you're even used to sleeping in the same area, find a street light that you're kind of close by. Just make sure that you're in a well-lit area. Number six, when you find that parking spot, don't get out of your car. So if I'm traveling across country, if I know, okay, I'm getting tired, I'm ready to go to bed, and I know obviously I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom before I go to bed, I pull over, go to the bathroom, get back in the car, see where the next truck stop is, or continue to drive until I find a place that I feel comfortable staying. Once I get there, I pull up I don't get out of my car. I look around, assess the situation, make sure I feel cool, make sure no one's like staring at me, and then I slide the front window shades in, start to crawl in the back, and put the side window shades in and the back window shades in, and I am in for the night. I don't get out. I don't go to the bathroom. I don't walk the dog. Like, those are all things that I do before I find my sleeping spot. Number 7, have a grab bag for emergencies. So I always use this little fanny pack, and I take it on walks with Poncho, with my dog. And so it's got all his stuff in it as well. But I also have a switchblade, a knife with me. You never know. You could be on a trail and need it. It's not just for, safety purposes, but it also is. It makes me feel a little more confident and comfortable having something like this. You just want to think about having something with you to protect yourself if you need to. I also have chapstick and sunscreen and just maybe a credit card, just something that you feel comfortable that's in a separate small bag that you can always grab. If you're going on a hike, if you're going into a gas station, whatever it is, just make sure you have that grab bag for you. Even if you're sleeping and you need to grab it really quick and go, it's there for you as well. Number 8 kind of ties into the number 7, but it's having things to protect yourself with that you feel comfortable with. So I have a random bear horn in here. It's just a really loud noise. It's something that can alarm people. Also, your alarm on your car. Have one of these in the back while you sleep. Have it hanging somewhere where if you woke up really quickly and you felt uncomfortable, you could press the alarm and it would, be loud. I also have, I take that switchblade from number 7. I'll take it in the back with me sometimes and keep it nearby. I also have this, and it's just a metal bar. If somebody was trying to break in, and I'm not saying that they're going to, this stuff never crosses my mind, and I always feel safe, but this is there. This would hurt somebody's hand if they're trying to reach into your car, okay? I also have this, and it's more of a tool. And I've never used it. Sometimes I even forget that I have it. But it's a really big knife, okay? So I just keep a couple of things in the car that I feel comfortable. If you want to keep mace or whatever, just make sure it's legal. All right. Number 9. I like to have rain guards on my car. Not only does it protect you from the rain, but it also protects people from knowing that you have your windows cracked. You always want to sleep with your windows cracked a little bit, whether you're in the cold or the heat or wherever you may be. You just want to have that oxygen flowing throughout your car. So just have the windows cracked, but I've got the rain guards. They hang over. You can't tell from a distance unless you're creeping in and looking down that my windows are even cracked. Also, I've got the window shades in the car as well, so people can't see in. My windows aren't completely tinted, so I do feel more comfortable if I have those window shades in. And I can hang out in the back, I can turn a light on, and I don't feel like people know that I'm back there. Last but not least, number 10, have an easy pathway from the back where you're sleeping to your driver's seat. So if you needed to jump in your driver's seat real quick and get out of a situation and just leave, you can. You don't leave anything on the console that's blocking your way. Don't leave anything on the floorboard of the driver's seat. Just make sure that you're able to crawl through and get away. Also, for safety purposes, I like to keep the passenger seat kind of empty, or if I do have something there like my cooler, I'll put my jacket or something, I'll lay it over it, just so it doesn't look like that person's sleeping in their car, or that person might be living in their car, because you already have window shades up that are kind of a, hey, somebody's in there. But just try to be really discreet on your living situation and not draw too much attention. Don't put anything in the up on the dashboard. You know, you see people, you see cars that have a lot of stuff and they're all crammed in the dashboard, and they're trying to find places to put their things, but you obviously know that something's going on and they might be living in their car. So just make sure that you're keeping it real discreet, like you are just traveling through, or you might live there, not in your car. All right, thanks for listening to my 10 safety tips for living in your car as a single woman. And if you have any comments or questions, please put them down below, and like and subscribe.